Amor fati, a love of one's fate. This practice comes to us from Friedrich Nietzsche, and I believe is a very powerful practice. And I think it has a lot of roots in Stoicism, where it says to focus on what is in your control. Don't focus on things that happen to you. Focus on how you react to those things, because that is all that truly is in your control. And giving your control to other people, other things, externals, it's a recipe for disaster. It truly is. I mean, no one in their right mind would give their well-being to some random person when you phrase it like that. But when you only focus on what is outside of your control, that is what you are doing. And I believe Amor fati is a very powerful practice, because I think there's a big gap in between being content with your fate and actually loving it. If you're just content with your fate, then you might not be happy about it. You might just be meh, But if you actively are trying to love what happens to you, you will see the bright side of it. If you are stuck in traffic and you love that, you can turn on a podcast or an audiobook or something educational, and you can get a lesson. But if you're just content with the traffic, you might just sit there and blast music, or be sitting there trying not to fume and blow steam and get mad. But if you say, this is happening for a reason, I should love this, and look at the bright side that you now have extra time to gain wisdom and knowledge, then I believe you'll get a lot more out of situations. You can't go through life worrying about things that are outside your control and hating things that are outside your control, because you're just giving your power up to externals, which is a recipe for disaster, I believe. Epictetus says, what else are tragedies other than ordeals where we rely on an external? And I think that is so beautiful, because it's so true. What else is a tragedy other than an external event happening that you had no control over? You get your house broken into. It's not in your control. Your house burns down. Maybe you could have done something differently, like not left the blow dryer on, or whatever the case was if I burned down. But it's outside your control now. There's a story of, I believe it's Thomas Edison, and his factory is burning down, and he gets told this, goes there, and tells his son to go grab his family, because they'll never see a fire this big ever again. That, to me, is the embodiment of Amor fati. He didn't sit there and start weeping and crying and dreading the rebuilding of his factory, or what he could have done better to prevent this. He looked, he saw a fire that is not going to be put out, that is going to burn everything in his path, and there's nothing he can do to stop it. And he said to go get people to watch it, to admire a fire that has a size that they will never see again. I believe that is so beautiful, and I strive for that type of love and contentment in one's fate, and just looking at the bright side of everything. So do yourself a favor and love everything that happens to you. Say Amor fati to every situation, and I believe your life will change for the better. That's gonna do it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know anything, any criticism, in the comments. I appreciate it. Let me know anything you might want to see next. See y'all in the next one.